The biggest lie men over 60 were told about building muscle. Somebody told you the muscle stops coming after 62. The part about your results slowing down is true. The reason they gave you isn't. You didn't lose it. You've been sending the same signal you always sent, and it's landing just under the line now. That's not age. That's a setting. 2 questions before we start. Where are you watching from, and how many reps do you actually leave in the tank on your last set? There's one part of this you're not going to enjoy hearing. It comes later, and I'm not softening it, so start where they started. With the sentence, somebody handed you, and who handed it to you. Number 1. The sentence they gave you. The sentence sounds fair. Somewhere past 60, you hold what you've got. You don't add. You protect. Nobody argued with it. You didn't argue with it either, because it came from people who had no reason to lie to you. A doctor, an article, a man at the desk who'd been around longer than you had. But look at where that sentence came from. It came from watching men. Not men like you. Men who've never picked up a weight in their lives, and never will. That's who gets measured. That's who fills the numbers. And a body that's never asked to grow looks, on paper, exactly like a body that can't grow. Same reading. Completely different reason. So the average got written down. Then the average got handed to you as a limit. Tell me who first said it to you, and roughly what year. I want to see how far back this thing goes. Now, this isn't for every man watching. If you've never trained, this video isn't about you, and I'm not going to pretend it is. This is for the man who's been under a bar since the 80s, who still shows up on the day he said he'd show up. You're rare, and you already know it. Of the 61 men in this community who answered, 51 couldn't name more than 2 men their own age, still in real shape. 2, out of everyone they know. So watch what the sentence did to your training. 3 sets. Same weight you've used for years, same speed. You put it down and nothing's shaking. That's not laziness. That's a man following instructions. You were told to protect what you had, so you trained to protect it. You stopped pushing the top end, because pushing the top end was supposedly the thing that would hurt you now. And it worked. You held on. You're still here, still built, still stronger than the men around you. But holding on was never the whole ceiling. It was just the only instruction anyone gave you. Here's what nobody explained, though. Something in your training genuinely did stop working. That part's real. You felt it. And it isn't the part they told you about. Number 2, why it sounded true. The sentence stuck for a reason. It matched what you were seeing. You kept your end. You showed up the same number of days, moved the same weights in the same order, ate the way you'd always eaten, and somewhere in there the results went quiet on you. Not gone. Quiet. The strength held. The shape held. But nothing new arrived, month after month, and you were doing everything you'd done back when new things arrived all the time. So you had 2 explanations available. Either you'd gone soft, or your age had closed the door. You knew you hadn't gone soft, so you took the door. That's not a foolish choice. That's the only choice anyone gave you. But look at what actually happened, because it's simpler than either answer. Your work stayed exactly the same. What changed is that the same work stopped being enough. Not harder, not less. The same while the bar for what counts as enough quietly went up. Look at a set like that one. It's clean. It's honest work. You finish it warm and steady and nothing in you is shaking. Years ago, that set built something. Today, that same set lands just underneath the line where building starts. You can't feel the difference. That's the whole problem. A set that just misses and a set that just clears feel almost the same going in, and they feel almost the same walking away. The only place they differ is in the months afterward, so you got the same effort back with nothing attached to it, and no one ever told you the standard had moved. Be honest with me on this one. On your last set, the real last one, how many more reps could you have done if someone had made you? 2? 4? More than that. Understand what your discipline actually did here. It kept you consistent. It kept you injury-free. It kept you in the gym across decades, where most men quit in their 40s. That's not nothing. That's the reason you're still built. The discipline was never the problem. The method is. It was pointed at a target that had moved, and nobody moved the target for you, which means something sits between your effort and your result. Something that shifted while you weren't looking. And it's got a name. Number 3, the trigger moved, not the machine. Your muscle still grows, exactly the way it always did, by the same rules it used when you were 30, using machinery that never got taken out of you. Nothing was removed. What changed is how loud you have to knock before that machinery answers. Stay with me for this next minute. I'm asking for it plainly, because this is the piece the rest of the video sits on. And it's the piece nobody in your life has ever said out loud to you. Here's it is. Muscle gets built when the last few reps of a set get genuinely hard. Not tiring. Hard where the weight slows down on its own and you're close to the point where you can't do another one. That's the signal. Your body reads that and decides it needs to be bigger. It's always read it that way, and it still reads it that way at 68, at 74, at 80, but the volume you have to knock at went up. Same doorbell. Quieter press. A set that used to land clearly above that line now lands just under it. And there's nothing in your body that tells you which side you finished on. Look at those last 2 reps. The slowdown, the change in the hands. That's the sound of the signal actually landing. Now, compare that to how your sets have been ending for years. Controlled, complete, put down, while there's still plenty left. Same man, same effort, different side of the line. That's the whole thing. Your training didn't stop working because you got old. It stopped working because it stopped reaching. And reaching was never something you were told to keep doing. How long have you been lifting? Give me the decade you started. I want to see how many of you have been under a bar longer than most men have been alive. And once you know it's a line and not a door, everything about your week changes. Not more days, not more sets. Because if the reach is the problem, then adding work to a set that already misses just gives you more misses. Which means the fix runs in the opposite direction from everything your discipline has been telling you to do. Number 4, the part nobody says out loud. Do less work. Do it much harder. That's the correction. And I told you at the start I wasn't going to soften it, so I won't. Before I go further, credit where it's owed. Your discipline is real. Most men your age gave this up 30 years ago and never came back. And you're still counting sets on a Tuesday morning. That's rare, and I'm not going to talk around it. The discipline isn't the fault. The method is. Because your method has been to add more sets, more days, another exercise on the end. When the results went quiet, you answered the only way a disciplined man knows how. You put in more, and more of a signal that misses is still a miss. 4 polite sets that all land under the line give you exactly what 1 polite set gives you. Nothing. So here's the real principle, and it's the only one you need out of this whole video. 1 set has to reach. Not every set. 1. On each main movement, the last set goes until the weight slows down on its own and you're within 2 reps of not being able to do another one. That's the set that pays. The ones before it are just getting you warm enough to do it safely, which means you can cut the rest. 3 heavy, ugly, honest sets across a session beats 12 comfortable ones, and it takes less time out of your morning. Look at how that ends. That's not pretty. It's not supposed to be. This week, pick 1 movement. Just 1. Keep everything else exactly as it is, and on that 1 movement, take your last set 2 reps past where you'd normally put it down. That's the whole assignment. And do me a favor before you go do it. Name 1 man your own age still in real shape. Just 1. Of the 61 men here who answered, 51 couldn't get past 2. That's the cost of the sentence you were handed. A whole generation of men who trained correctly at a target. Somebody moved. You've got the principle now. What's left is the smallest version of it. Number 5. What changes on Monday? 2 things. That's all Monday needs. The first one you already have. 1 set per main movement, taken until the weight slows on its own and you're 2 reps from done. The second one is food, and it's the same idea wearing different clothes. Protein has a line too. Your body doesn't count what you ate across the whole day and add it up at bedtime. It looks at each sitting on its own, and it only starts building when a single sitting is big enough to cross the line. So a small bit at breakfast, a small bit at lunch, a small bit at dinner can add up to a decent-looking number on paper and still never cross that line once. 3 misses, same as the sets. Make 1 meal big. Take whatever protein you're already eating and move most of it into 1 proper sitting instead of spreading it thin across 3. You're not buying more food. You're stacking what you've already got. That's it. One set that reaches. One meal that's big enough to count. 2 setups there. One in a gym, one in a bedroom with a band and a door frame. Same principle either way. So there's no equipment left to hide behind. Go do one session like this, and then come back and tell me what happened. Not next month. After one. I want to know whether the weight moved or whether your head did. Next up on the channel, how many sets a 62-year-old actually needs to build muscle? Once you know the last set is the one that pays, the obvious question is how many of the others you're still carrying for no reason, and that video puts a real number on it. Now think back to where we started. Somebody handed you a sentence about holding on to what you've got, and that sentence was written by watching men who never trained a day in their lives. You've been under a bar since the 80s. You didn't lose anything, and nothing closed. You've been knocking politely at a door that opens for anyone willing to knock harder. Somebody told you the muscle stops coming. Whoever said it wasn't being cruel and probably wasn't even wrong about the men in front of them. They were just describing a room you were never standing in. You've been under a bar since the 80s. That sentence was written about everybody else. Now that you know the last set is the one that pays, the next thing you'll want is how many sets to keep. That's build muscle after 60, the best rep range. It's on the end screen, right there when this finishes, and it's the video most men here say straightened out their week. And subscribe if you're keeping this. Not for me. You're one of the few men your age still carrying a body worth carrying, and staying around men who train like you do is how that keeps being true. Go knock harder on Monday. The door was never locked. Nobody told you to knock like you meant it.